Hello, Max here, and you're probably wondering where I've been. Some major insomnia left me feeling tired and anxious about what I'm doing, and World of Warcraft Legion launched, which gave me an easy way to escape from everything. This probably only made my sleeping worse, but I am crawling my way out from under this WoW rock I've been living under with a new series, Road to Masters. I've been playing around with the format for the last couple of days, so think of this as a beta episode, a quick test run to see if it works, so please let me know in the comments what you think. Right, enough of my bollocks, let's get into my Season 2 placements. In game number 1, we're defending Volskaya and I'm on Reaper. We hold them at the main choke until they push in with the Lucio ult. Our McCree pops Deadeye, but the team are not able to keep him alive and he goes down. For some reason I take this long way round the side of the truck, so there is a good 3 or 4 seconds where I'm not doing any damage. I have Wraith Form available to escape, so I don't know why I did that. Probably because I'm used to playing Tracer, but fun fact, Reaper is not Tracer. With both DPS doing nothing at the start of the fight, the enemy pushes and everyone dies and we fall back to Objective B. The attackers build up their ults and try pretty much the exact same push again, except this time we have much better positioning. I Wraith Form to avoid the soldier ult and aggressively move on to the Zenyatta and press Q. To be honest, I get lucky here and kill the soldier, but I could have easily forced the Zen to Transcendence or die without using the ultimate. I felt vulnerable with my Wraith Form on cooldown, so I was worried about the enemy collapsing on me, but if you make those bold plays, you need to have the balls to play it correctly. Their next push starts with a flanking Genji and I chase him around, which really is not the right thing to do. Our McCree was on him, and yes, I nabbed 66 fire for killing him, but Reb probably had him anyway, and while our 2 DPS were chasing Genji, the enemy pushed in the front door. As we're cleaning up, I tried to blast down the Lucio, but I should have switched to the Zenyatta, who is a bigger threat, and I was in a good position to blast him at close range. Then for some reason I reload with 2 shells still in the shotgun before Zarya dies. Only a minor thing, but it's okay to blast through Zarya's bubble if she's on low HP, especially if you're Reaper who can destroy the bubble with one blast. During their next push, their tanks and supports run past me, and after some potato aiming at their Lucio, I press Q among their high value targets. But the Lucio boops me away, and with the Discord Orb already on me, I get bursted pretty quickly. I probably should have Wraith Formed the Discord Orb and fallen back to defend my team, hopefully finding another opportunity to use Death Blossom later. Sadly, everyone dies and I make a last ditch effort to come out guns blazing on Tracer, but we lose the point. Definitely not all doom and gloom though, as they only have 1 minute 20 left on the clock. I was feeling really out of practice with over a week off Overwatch, and I was unhappy with my performance. I felt like I was getting carried through this game, so I decided to pick a comfort hero and locked in Tracer. Immediately at the first choke, Discord Orb and a Symmetra Ball to the face. Next time I'll be sure to wait for that Discord Orb to go away before peeking the choke. After respawning, I get behind the defense via the left flank and do some good damage to the enemy Mercy, but need to back off because of a Symmetra turret. Our Winston is able to finish her off, and they are now without a major defensive ultimate. I sit on the point, forcing the defenders to split up, and although I clearly have time to pick up a health pack right in front of me, for some reason I don't. When the Roadhog comes, I don't know if he has hook or not, so I blink away hoping he misses a hook, allowing me to safely get damage on him. But he doesn't throw a hook out, so I go for the Reinhardt instead. I'm clearly having trouble aiming after not playing for a while. In fact, I'm over-aiming a lot. I think I may turn down my sensitivity a notch when I'm next in-game. I currently have 800 DPI, 7 in-game sense, so I might bring it down to 6 and see how it goes. On the next push, we get a pick on the Reinhardt, so I get super excited and cool to push in. I don't know how effective that Mei wall was, so it may not have been the right call, but we go in, and I miss my pulse bomb on the Roadhog. If I'd landed, he would be dead, and I could have jumped onto the Zenyatta, saving my own Zenyatta, and the fight may have gone better for us. We come back and Mei wastes her wall, so we take this as our cue, and we initiate the fight with a nano-boosted Ape, who takes their Mercy straight out. I force Reaper to Wraith Form away, but an Earth Shatter stops us in our tracks. The tail end of Transcendence keeps us alive, but I get super greedy and try to get my Pulse Bomb towards the Roadhog before recalling. I pay the price, but Winston's leap sets up the perfect alley-oop to stick a mid-air Pulse Bomb onto the Mei. Let me slow it down so you can see just how glorious it was. Total and complete luck from what was otherwise a greedy and stupid decision. No one else on my team died and we secured the objective. Score is tied at 2-2. The enemy team only have 1 minute 20 left, so their turn to attack. I'd felt fairly useless on the Reaper earlier, so we switched me over to Soldier. Ironically, they cheesed us with a triple tank rush strat where having Reaper would have been godly. The biggest problem here was our team's positioning. If we'd had Ana and Zarya on the high ground with me, it would have been much harder for them to steamroll us, as our high value targets would have been safe and could have kept everyone else alive. When they attack objective B, my positioning is a little off. I would be much better on the high ground directly above me. I'm not out of position, but a high ground advantage is rarely a bad thing on Soldier. When the Winston jumps in this time, I let McCree chase him alone because he has low health and a healing debuff, and my attention is much better spent on the chaos on the objective. Although honestly I don't think it mattered what I did here. We won this team fight so hard I'm pretty sure I could have been AFK. But still, I was generally happy with my decisions. When they come for us with 15 seconds on the clock, D.Va jumps straight onto me, so I sprint forward to get away from her and to drop my healing beacon on the objective. Now, maybe I shouldn't have woken up the Winston. He was so calm and peaceful, and when he wakes up he kills my Zenyatta and I don't kill the Winston. But I do manage to get into a good position for attack visor that takes out two key targets, Lucio and Soldier. With only Winston and D.Va left alive, it's just a matter of cleanup before the enemy checks out with only 3 points. Back to attacking, back to Tracer, and back on the left flank. Except this time we find a wild Ana on the high ground. Let battle commence. Sadly, the Reaper shows up and this clown show of a duel is over, so I run away. I really feel like I should have killed that Ana, but my rustiness aside, I didn't die and she didn't do any healing for a while, so it is a small win. I come back in on their flank as my team pushes in, and it really is easy cleanup because the enemy panics and scatters. My pulse bomb here is off by the tiniest fraction of a second, so despite stepping through Reinhardt's barrier, the bomb sticks to the shield and not to the hero. It's so close. I watched this back frame by frame because I couldn't believe it missed, but it was indeed out by 2 frames. Those 2 frames almost cost us the point because that Reinhardt gets off a 3-man Earth Shatter that could have saved the point, but Zed and I take him down before he can actually kill anyone. On to objective B, where I go too far forward and leave my team fighting 5v6 at the main choke. This was mostly a small breakdown in communication because we decided to push the high ground via the left, but they'd been stopped by the enemy. However, this is something I very much need to work on as Tracer. You shouldn't be the first into a fight. Sure, you often want to be on the flank and not directly with your team, but you need to push either with them or very quickly after them. If you go in first, you will either die or use all of your cooldowns without achieving much. If I'd fought with my team here, things could have gone very differently. Next push, I wait on the opposite flank and tell my team to tell me when they are going in, so I can come in behind the enemy and get some picks. But I failed to tell them about the Reaper that's sneaking up behind them and he kills our Zarya, who for some reason was behind the rest of the team. Not sure how Antihero ended up back that far, but my failure to communicate was the real problem. And then I go in and try and fight the Reaper in an enclosed space. Big mistake. Tracer can deal with Reaper, but only when she has the range advantage. Anything close range and Reaper should just delete the Tracer. With 40 seconds left on the clock, we have 1 push left in us. But I managed to whiff yet another pulse bomb. I shouldn't even have been throwing it out as Zarya has a Graviton Surge ready to go. But we're not out of it yet. GG, easy. We won, although you wouldn't know it to look at my face right now. But I do celebrate with a little flash of the underarm hair. Lovely. Thanks for watching, guys. Please let me know in the comments what you think of the format. Ideally, I will cover multiple games in a single episode, keeping them around 20 to 25 minutes long. But but I wanted to put this one out first to test the waters and see what you guys think. I of course have the rest of the 9 placements which I want to cover, and will start doing so tomorrow, and then probably a Blue Watch at the end of the week. Until next time, take it easy, and I'll see you soon.